going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a lovely day. Welcome back to another day in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox. Today in the BrewLab, Meta Week continues with another obvious entry. We could not have a thing called Meta Week without the much vilified and hated Rogue deck. I am gone for the Lurrus variant, which I think is the better one. It's the one putting up the best results. There are versions that are not running Lurrus that also have Zareth San and other things like that. But I think this is the version that is the most consistent and explosive. I've split the deck up not by the usual automatic way that it splits it up, where it puts the mana value in rows, but I've split it up into sort of sections. So here we go. I'm just going to explain it for you. I mean, if nobody has either seen this or played against it yet, then you're either new to Magic or you've been living under a rock, or I don't know, you just, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the only options we have here, because it has been the bane of many people's existence, including my own, for better part of a year and a bit. With the introduction of Zendikar Rising, there was a bunch of new sort of cards that really brought this whole deck together, and I thought a lot of people saw it coming. See what I did there? With Thieves Guild Enforcer first arriving in M21, but there was still a lot of missing bits and pieces. And then once Soaring Thought-Thief hit the meta, card like Drown in the Loch came back from the dead with, it's one of the Eldraine cards, which thankfully will be rotating out in September, as well as Into the Story. So I think the Rogue deck is going to take a huge hit after rotation, but while it is still around, let's give it a whirl. So far, so incredibly good. I cannot tell you the number of times that people have just scooped on me when I turn one Ruined Crab. I've done it myself on the other end of the table from a Ruined Crab, so I know the feels. But I fully get the allure why people are so into this deck, because it is pretty fun to play and there's a lot of little decisions to make, and it's not as brain dead as a Winota deck or a mono red deck. It's pretty intricate. It's not actually as easy to win as many people think it is, but it does have a few ways of doing so. So like I said, let's introduce the deck. First of all, I put a little category all on its own for this lovely fella, the Ruined Crab. To an explorer, a priceless treasure. To the crab, a rock to call home. Landfall. So landfall basically says that whenever this ability triggers when a land enters the battlefield under your control. That's why we're running 4 copies of Fabled Passage, so you can get double triggers on the Ruined Crab. So what you want to be doing is plopping this down on turn 1, turn 2, Fabled Passage. That's a very common play pattern here. You get to mill 6 cards. At that point, your Into the Story is almost ready to be cast for 3 less, and your Drown the Loch will be able to counter anything pretty much that they will be able to play for the next however many, for the rest of the game. So Drown the Loch, for those of you who don't know, it's instant speed for Dimir colors, 1 blue, 1 black. Has two options, kind of like a lot of the new removal that we got in Strixhaven. There's a few other of the cards that are not removal, but that have this sort of dual color card with 2 cost instant speed that do 2 things, one or the other. So you choose one. You can either counter a spell with the mana value less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard, which is why I said, it's important to have lots of cards in the opponent's graveyard, which is why Ruined Crab is the main sort of enabler turn 1. I'll get into other ways of doing that in a second. The second option is to destroy target creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard. So this is our sort of main removal and counter piece. That's why you have to run 4 copies of these in any rogue decks. Then the next little column that I've split them up into is the rogues. There's only 4, 8, 12 of them. Thieves Guild Enforcer has Flash as well as Soaring Thought-Thief, so these tend to be played, during the opponent's end step. Merfolk Windrobber does not, so it makes a pretty good turn 2 play if you don't have something else. Also, another card that benefits from the opponent having 8 or more cards in its graveyard, the Merfolk Windrobber can be sacrificed without tapping to draw a card. So you can block an opponent's big creature without trample, sacrifice it, and get a draw, and then that attacker doesn't come through, which is great, as well as it triggering the Thieves Guild Enforcer, beg your pardon. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Whenever Thieves Guild Enforcer or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. And as long as the opponent has 8 or more in their graveyard, so it's a recurring theme in the rogue decks, then Thieves Guild Enforcer gets +2/+1 and gains Death Touch. And then the last rogue is Soaring Thought-Thief, which has also got Flash. It's 1/3 with flying, and as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, rogues you control get +1/+0, all rogues. Whenever 1 or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. It's not that if you attack with 3 rogues, they mill 6. It's because it says, 1 or more. So the only way you're going to get multiple triggers is if you have multiple Soaring Thought-Thieves in play. So that's the rogues. The next little category is removal. I just running 3 Bloodchief's Thirst for, also getting rid of Planeswalkers, and then 3 Heartless Acts. I could change it up. There's other options here, but I built this deck in like 2 seconds. I've played against it so often, I know exactly what to do. I just went blah, 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 blah. Okay, 4 of these, 3 of those, blah, 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 blah. It really was like, I think we've all played this deck so many times that we know what's cracking. The only new card I've put in is 1 copy of Test of Talents instead of having 4 copies of Didn't Say Please, in case we are running up against a Sultai Ultimatum deck, which happens so damn much, especially now like back up into sort of the upper 90% Mythic. Come across them every 3rd game or so. So this is great. If you do have it, just hold it in your hand. Don't use it for anything else. Trust me, they're going to try and like bait it out of your hand. Don't go for it until they cast the ultimatum, and then Test the Talents, try and get rid of all of them out of their deck. But it's really like not even the only way that they win. It's just one of the ways. So that deck is just too good right now. Drown the Loch we've talked about. Didn't Say Please, another way of sort of milling things, because that is our second plan. So okay, plan number 1, attack with rogues quickly, because they're all low mana, and you can get them in really quick. Flash at the opponent's end step, attack in, attack in, attack in. They get bigger when they're all in play and when they have 8 in their graveyard. So if the opponent is like playing a more sort of slower, not Sultai Ultimatum deck, let's say Temur Ramp, something like that, then you can often just win by swinging in with some like little rogues. Plan number 2, mill plan. Everything here mills, so that's why I'm running Didn't Say Please, as well as all the other milling cards, because that's plan number 2, is to mill them. Plan number 3 is just, annoy the crap out of them. Sometimes they just scoop because they get sick of milling. That's literally the only 3 real ways we have of winning. We are, of course, running Lurrus, so I thought we do need a few ways to get it back from the graveyard in case he gets removed and not exiled. So we have 1 copy of Call of the Death Dweller and 2 Agadeem's Awakenings in here, as well as 1 copy of Lullmage's Domination. I just thought it would be a little one-off in there. Who knows? Sometimes it comes about. If it costs 3 less to cast if the target controller has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. So more on that sort of Zendikar Rising theme of the 8 or more cards in the graveyard. So you can take one of their big creatures, like let's say a Elder Gargaroth that's getting in the way of the flyers or something like that for very little. I think if they have 8 or more cards in their graveyard, then it would cost only Gargaroth at the 5 mana, so this would only cost you 2, 3, 4, 5 to take control of the Gargaroth, and that's pretty friggin' sweet. Mana base, what am I running here? 22 lands. Of course, we've also got 2 Agadeem's Awakenings, so it's 24 essentially. And it's okay to run that because it's a pretty low mana curve deck. And, you know, yeah, Lurrus decks I tend to run about 22 lands anyway. 4 Fabled Passages, like I mentioned, to get the double trigger on the Rune Crab. 2 Scryers, 4 Pathways, of course, and then the rest just basic lands. That's the deck. I don't think it really needed much introduction, but I thought, who knows, somebody might not have come across it yet. So let's jump into some games and see how it performs. Today I played the first 10 games I played with this deck. I went 10-0, 100%. Then I started losing a few because I went straight up into the 90th percentile. Then I started coming in more notes decks and stuff like that. And you know, now the win rate's sitting at around 70 or 68 or something like that. No crab. I wanted a crab. Oh, that'll do. I'm not making it very hard to guess what I'm playing. They see the Lurrus, they see the Dimir sleeves. I'm going to drop a black land. They're going to be like, oh god, here it comes. Here's the Rogues. Red. My nemesis. Probably play this. I hate this deck so much. Mono red, everybody. Bye-bye now. Same rubbish. Day in, day out. Woohoo! Crabby boy! Now we're talking. That was a lovely into the story. Le Anax. Oh, misclick of note. Probably against mono red, the mill plan is the best plan. They tend to not run too many sweepers at all. Now if we kill the Fireblade, here comes the pump to the Rimrock. Knight. That's okay. Ooh, bye bye, Krabby boy. Is he gonna go for me or the Krabby? If I were him, I would probably go for Krabby boy. Probably shouldn't have blocked the goblin. That was stupid. Sorry if I make a few misplays, guys. I'm not a very good rogue player, to be honest. Woo. Now I can start making things into cowards with this silly card as well. on it. Can hear their brains whirring along. Yes, fine. 33 cards left to mill. Interesting. Always got the bone daddy. Woo! Is that all of their stinky freaking ember cleaves? 1, 2. Thought I saw another one there. 1, 2, 3. Woo-hoo-hoo. Maybe they have none left. That would be just great. Tornbach. Oh, hello there. Why, hello there. Oh, that's just lovely stuff. Happily block a Torbran with one of my Thieves Guild enforcers now. Luckily they don't seem to be playing Phoenix of the Ash, sort of the only thing Mono Red has against this deck. Ox of Agonis, they never play that, so it's really just Phoenix, the one escape card that they often play, and has lost me a few games against this deck today. What are we drinking tonight? Beer from Sardinia. Ichnusa! It's not bad. Unfiltered. It's kind of typical, smooth, clean Italian beer. Nothing special. They got the Embercleave? That would be a joke, wouldn't it? They do. Of course they do. When have they not? That is just unbelievable. That is just unbelievable bullshit, man. I cannot believe that nonsense. Get fucked, Mono Red. Seriously, I'm so sick of it. So sick of Embercleave. Cannot wait for it to bugger off. Oh, sorry. I just had to get that out of my system. It is just driving me insane. Zero skill. Just a stupid card that should never have been printed. Like, believe it or not, it's like one of the only mythics I have in paper left from my old collection. I sold everything and moved entirely over to Arena, but I kept an Embercleave as a reminder of who the true enemy is. And trust me, I'm not trying to copy what's his name? CGB. I just hate it that much, really and truly. The other deck that we play all the time. Nice. Okay, we can play into the story. Attack with the Soaring Thought-Thief and stay guard. Oh, no. I hate this deck so much. I hate it also so much. It's, by the way, play Mono White live game tomorrow. There's 3 versions of it in the top. It's like taking up a ridiculous amount of the meta. Like, ridiculous. There's no way we're gonna do this. Now they just start making a buttload of stupid angels. Yay! Fun. Buzz off. Just ridiculous. Not even close to getting no plan off. This one's another loss. Upper 90th percentile of Mythic is just a really horrible place right now. We got close. I mean, I can block. Ah, I'm dead. What is even the point? One little 1/1. Whoopee! So the mono white life games, the top like meta deck in best of one that's still playing the most of those stupid arena cards. You know, the Hallowed Priest. Like we needed another Johnny after that rotated out, and then what's the other one? That angel we just had there in the game. It's like, okay. If I wasn't making content, I'm starting to play a lot more best of 3 when I'm not on stream, because you know, you don't come across that nonsense, and you can, you know, there's better strategy, better decks, different decks. It's easier to beat decks because you have a sideboard that's relevant, not just lesson boards. I don't like this at all. That's better. Double crab, baby. Double crab. Always remember to play your second crab right away. The Nota of some kind, or dogs, and just wow, like we just milled all of his lands. Yeah, dogs. Oh, we can kill that dog. Bye-bye. Another doggy. Another wee doggy. What? Just milling lands. That's hilarious. Bye-bye, doggy. Fetch Lurrus. Off you go. This crab is ridiculous. I've milled 20 cards in 4 turns. Useless Winota. Okay. Winota dogs with Pallid Blade. I was actually going to try this. Is it better, you know, than the non-Winota version? I mean, the non-dog version. Professor Alpine. Who is more annoying? Definitely that one. Cheers. Ouch. I wonder what kind of spell they might even have. It's probably just all creatures. Double Historian. Sure. It's a bit of a problem. It's 8 damage. Ouch. Totally useless cards. Yay! Winota. At least that. You're still dead. Man, the worst luck. Hey Billy, yeah, I'm doing rogues. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I never thought I would see the day. Then again, I've just lost 3 games in a row, so they're not quite as good as I thought. How are you doing, brother? Thanks so much for jumping on the stream. I'm calling the deck Rogues Have Crabs. I don't know if I should put in a little bit more removal or something. Just getting bad luck. Maybe a little bit more card draw. A lot of people are running that of one mind. I don't know what I would take out. Maybe Lullmages and the call. Just, you know, get Lurrus back with only Agadeems and run a couple of copies of one mind instead. Ooh. Of course, all the changes I make to the deck, I end up making sure that they're in the final version that you'll see on either hub. I'm doing very well, Bill. Thanks. I had a lovely day today. Ended up going out for dinner with the wife in a quaint little harborside restaurant. I had calamari rings and a beautiful bottle of white wine. The temperature is ideal, sort of lovely Mediterranean. A crab is always tempting, but I see no rogues here and very little removal. And we're playing the hated deck, the one that I hate the most out of all the others. Only because it's so bloody good. Sultai, Yorion. Oh, it's mulligan. Double crab. It's always nice. I'll take the double crab. As if we're gonna mill 73 card, 80 card pile. Never forget, little pro tip I've learned just today playing this deck. If you go for the second crab, don't play it straight away. I mean, yeah, play it straight away, then play your land. They're gonna cultivate now. No. Get a tap land. That's so annoying. We get to play a little Merfolk and still keep up Test of Talents in case they come at us with a sweeper of sorts. Or maybe I could get rid of their cultivate. Oh, what do you think? I should keep this for the ultimatum. I should. You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice this guy and draw a card. Ooh, another Windrobber. Yeah, I've only got one copy of this in the deck. I'm definitely gonna keep it for the Emergent Ultimatum. Okay, well, he's gonna get rid of it somehow as well. What a slimy little bugger. So, I mean, yeah, he's got the usual protection from rogues. There's Polychranus in there. There's his Coma, uncounterable, and then the usual suspects. He's got 2 Polychranus. There's the ultimatum. We need to get a counter spell of sorts going. Hate that. Next turn, he can already Shadow's Verdict if he has it. I mean, if he gets another land. He had his own Test of Talents as well for the mirror match. I hate this deck with all my hate. What to do? Should we bluff that we have a counter, or should we fetch? There's no point in fetching Lurrus now. Let's just play another Windrobber. And we can draw. It's probably going to go with the Binding. On a crab, for sure. So he doesn't have land. But that's enough land deck. We need counter spells. Yeah, no, thank you very much. Here comes the Shadow's Verdict. No, tap land. Unless this one is a land. Probably gonna go for Elspeth's Nightmare. Hot. Mate! Seriously, mate. What the heck? There's no point in me casting this. Come on. Top decking lands when I need counters. He's either going to play, I don't know, probably an Onyx if he's got another land. Yeah, here comes Professor. Okay. I would have played the Professor if I was him. Then I would have. Okay, some card draw. It'd be nice if I could just cast it for 1. Test of Talents? No. Okay, we got drawn in the Loch. Whew. Thank God. Can bluff him because we've got mana for Soaring Thought-Thief and Crown the Loch. So if he casts the ultimatum now, you can like play the Soaring Thought-Thief and be like, oh, I got it through, and then, oh no, I forgot about that! I'm with the misplays. Here comes the ultimatum. Oh. God damn. This deck is so obnoxious. It's just like, it just never ends. The amount of shit that they throw at you. Yeah, I can't wait to see how annoying Mill is gonna get next. Woohoo! Oh, phew. Saved by the drown. Should we, 3? Yeah? Try and get something out of our graveyard before he gets rid of everything. Holy Kranis. Come on, cast the ultimatum. You think I've got nothing left. Little did he know. Go for the ultimatum. I dare you. Shadow's verdict, maybe. Ah, Christ. What do we do, guys? What do we do? I'd love to see your deck, Billy. Send it on over. What do you reckon I should do here, man? Like, what are the chances I'm going to draw another? I mean, he's got even Test of Talents mana up. I'm going to just Test of Talented my Drowning the Loch, so... yeah. Come on, go for it. I dare you. Please go for it. Ah, here comes Polychronis. Luckily we can just kill it. I thought they'd gotten rid of that stupid animation. Oh, playing around this freaking card. Better not have like a, I don't know. See, now he's got enough mana to both cast the ultimatum and test the talents my Drowning the Loch. And then I shall concede. See, he's got test the talents and the mana to cast it. There's no point in me countering it, Billy, because then he'll get rid of all the Drowning the Lochs I have. I'd rather save it to destroy whatever he brings out with it. I wonder what he's going to choose. I mean, I've already milled most of his good stuff. I think he'll probably go for like a Vorinclex, Valky. I didn't see Valky going here. Vorinclex, Valky. But at least I got rid of the Kiora Best to See God. And his Professor Onyx is in hand. So yeah, it's probably going to be a Vorinclex, Valky kind of a sitch. I don't mind if he exiles my creep. Rather he doesn't take another turn. But I am going to kill his Vorinclex. Oh no, he's still got the freaking Test of Talents. This game's over. There's no way I can beat this deck. It's just too pathetic. Oh my god. Mill. Don't want another land, thank you, deck. Thank you very much. Mill. Woohoo! Can we mill the 80 card pile? Can we mill the 80 card pile? Come on! What you got? Bring out another Polychronus. It's going to be a 24-24 at that point. With Foreign Daddy in play. I mean, I'll block it if he doesn't kill it, but I think he's going to bring this in as a 24-24, at which point I shall scoop. God, this deck. Peace. Wow. Upper 90% of Mythic is just one Yorion ultimatum nonsense after the next. Sprinkled with a little bit of mono red and mono white life gain. Like, that is really it. The new cards need to come now. So bored. So bored. I think after Meta Week, I'm going to start doing spoiler videos and black and white with counters. Sorry, I'm just reading my viewers' chat here. Billy is proposing a green and white. No, yeah. Please send it on over. I mean, if you want me to see your secrets. But I always like to see other people's stuff, always. And not only do I get inspired and gives me an idea to get brewing. Drizzt. Mr. Drizzt. Okay. Doesn't seem to be a Yorion pile. It's probably going to be mono red. Mono white! Oh, no, this is like that. Ooh! We can do the crab into Fabled Passage. Ooh. Thing that I love so much. Oh, it is mono white. Maybe. Oh, it's hot today. Bam. Oh, it is Vinota. Oh, maybe. Opponent. Opponent. There goes another one. I mean, it's probably going in hands, but you can hope now. Here comes Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, he needs to block, because then he would have Bone Daddied the crab. He'll probably just card cast it now. Let's bet by them. Watch him take my Into the Story. Most certainly. Guaranteed. I mean, if he doesn't, he's really stupid. It's my main restock engine. The boundary between real and imaginary is as thin as the page, and just as easily torn. Cool flavor text. Takes my Bloodchief's thirst for something. Guess he's worried I'm gonna take out his Winota. I mean, with he should be worried. Fine. Woo! Third Winota down. Oh, did we mill them all? Let's go for the 1-2 punch of a Thieves Guild Enforcer followed by Soaring Thought-Thief. Mill. Another Winota, come on. Yeah. We got all of his Winotas. That feels so good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's all of them. Okay. I mean, he can still beat us in many ways. This deck doesn't just have Winota going for it. There's Kenriths, there's Blade Masters, but milling all four of them that early. Oh, Billy, I bet you it's got that card. It's like the it's a snake. That anything that has counters gains menace or something like that. Am I right? Whew. Double crab, baby! Let's try and, we just get rid of the Selfless Savior. At least we can do something else at some point. Still need to mill 29 cards. At least he doesn't have Winota, so it's doable, maybe. Another elite spellbinder on my Into the Story would be an absolute nightmare right now. I know, it's every time. I'm like so good at calling these things. Sometimes I scare myself. I play too much Magic. Is that a thing? I don't know. That's a cool deck, Billy. I like it. I'm gonna test it. That's for sure. Oh, there's a Bone Crusher there. I can smell it. What do we want? That doesn't really help us much, does it? We just get rid of you. Okay. Down to 20, but we're on 8 health. We're definitely blocking one of these spellbinders. One more land to cast Into the Story. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Okay, costs Bone Daddy, and I'll see to protect it. As if I'm even gonna try. Worthy. Okay, let's pass this. Might as well. Nothing to do. Yeah. Screw you, buddy. Worst rogue run in the history of rogue runs. Just did like straight 5 losses on stream. That feels good. This deck's rubbish. I hate rogues. I don't see why anyone plays them. I guess there's better versions than mine. I didn't really work too hard on this one, to be honest. Let me have a look at Billy's deck while I wait for the last game to load up here. Billy, do people call you Bill? Or is it just Billy? I feel a bit weird sometimes, like, I don't know. Okay. Let's have a look. Ooh. Is this historic? No. The Jarl is from Strixhaven. I mean, Kaldheim. Interesting. Malefic Scythe, Hagro Constrictor. I've been trying so hard to make a cool counters deck that isn't just white and green, so you get to play a bit of removal. I think Abzan's really good. I think Silver Quill, as you've done, is also a pretty good option. Let's keep this, who cares? I hate this deck. I hate today. Today was a crappy day. Stinky. Ugh. It's just one Winota deck after another. Selfless area. I'll see. It's either going to be one or the other. Boring. Yay. It's not. It's mono white life game. Woohoo! We got the double crab. The double crab-tastic trigger. Let's go for blue. Oh god. Just a hallowed priest, all the same. Let's see if he casts something cool that I want to kill rather than get rid of the impassioned orator. Why not? Puzzle. Another little dog. Bye-bye. Off you go. Don't want to see you anywhere near me. That is a great card. Cool. We are restoring. Definitely on the mill plan. I don't think we're going to be doing any sort of attacking. That would have made this card cost more, so very glad I just did that then. Aspirant. Probably going on the Redeem. Alright, that's good. Save that double crab trigger for a second from now. I think we drown in the Loch. Okay, so I have to pay an extra 1. No, I don't. That's only with the other side of this card. So let's use this on you. And then let's save the Why are you gonna swing? Woohoo! Double trigger! Baby! Double trigger! I like this deck, Billy. I'm gonna give it a whirl right after this. Let's get a black horse. Not quite milling them as fast as I would like, but things could be a lot worse, that's for sure. Okay, so now we've got everything up. We're ready to counter stuff. Should we go for the attack with the Thieves Guild. Just letting it through. It's nice. We should saw it coming. Anything he plays next now. Okay, we got a win. Whew. Thank God. That would have been a horrible stream if we didn't get a single win in. Let's play at least one more game. We're almost at the hour mark. Terrible stream. Terrible, terrible stream. With a terrible, terrible deck. My apologies. Don't... Yeah. This isn't my sort of... I feel a bit, you know, embarrassed. These decks are supposed to be easy to play. But I think the realization that I've come to is that there's actually a lot more going on inside a mono red player's brain than I thought when I initially started Meta Week. But, you know, that's the beauty of having a YouTube channel. I get to learn while teaching. It's great. My experience is that since I literally, I think before I made that deck yesterday, the Embercleave deck, I had played Embercleave and Mono Red maybe once in my life, like before last rotation, and then never again. I just hate it so much that I never build decks that are Mono Red. And so then when I played it and I lost a few games because of stupid little decisions, I had one of my viewers commenting below the video. By the way, please do that now if you haven't already. The Auras deck. Or maybe the Clerics deck. That I made a mistake, and once I watched the replay, he was completely right, and it's something that I just did not pick up on whatsoever because I, you know, wasn't thinking too much. Made me realize. Okay. Why not, mate? You should have gone for the Eidolon after. I mean before. Anyway. Blue. So yeah, and then the other deck that I also was surprised at how badly I played it because I just had no experience is of course Rogues, and I think, yeah, the only one of so far from Meta Week that I feel like was just completely so easy was the Ultimatum deck. Zero skill involved whatsoever. You just ramp up to 7 and cast an Emergent Ultimatum. I felt like that one was the easiest and the most wins by far. Here comes another loss. Smell it coming. Call of the Death Dweller. No, you don't. Bye-bye. Probably should have tested talented that rather than the didn't say please. A-hole? Why is that? Did you piss some people off? Oh, look, you should never, I don't know, say that about your own brews. I think every brew has something special in it. Like, you're not a beginner. You've been playing this game for a while. There's definitely always going to be those more experienced deck builders, but at the same time, there's a spark of creativity, something unique in most people's brews that I like to try to look for, and if I can improve on, I will try. Why did I do that? Ugh. Why would I do something so stupid? Crikey, mate. Just crikey. Super crikeys. I was so dumb. That was so dumb. I'm not supposed to do that. Goodbye. Off you go. Nobody likes you. Stinky, stinky card. I will be deleting all of these decks as soon as Meta Week is over. And I just, yeah, crave new cards. New beautiful cards. It's going to be amazing. Spoiler season starts so soon. I'm so excited. By the way, those of you who didn't see the announcement today, there is the pre-sale goes live tomorrow. I do not need more lands deck. Thank you very much. Last game of the day is lost. One win out of like 7 games. What a rubbish deck. Don't play rogues, people. Don't do it. It sucks. And it's also boring to play, and you bore the crap out of your opponent. Mill is a lame win con. You are not cool if you play Mill. You're just a noob. Into the story. Come on! Into the story. We're of one mind. Pretty, please. I'm not even close to milling them. What a rubbish deck. I copied this one off of like Etherhub. Oh. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. I cannot be bothered to play another game of this rubbish. I just lost 5 percentage points. Time to go back to best of 3 where I don't have to deal with this nonsense and enjoy the rest of my life. My night playing Magic Arena. Actually, I'm probably going to jump onto Hello Good Game stream and see what he's up to. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up at the bottom of this video. It really means a lot. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That also means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And see you all tomorrow. Peace out, Billy. Thanks for jumping on the stream. This is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.